The Sierras, a place where nature's beauty met our ambition, home to the thrill of the chase for that elusive golden trout, a test of skill, patience, and pure luck. Widely regarded as one of the most beautiful in the world, the golden trout embody the spirit of the wild and untamed. It's no surprise that the state freshwater fish of California, a place where natural beauty thrives. To hold one of these stunning specimens in your hands, to feel the pull on that line, it's a thrill like no other. And so we journeyed up a treacherous mountain road into the heart of the Sierras in pursuit of that catch.
So we made it out of Alabama Hills about 2 hours later than we expected. Filling up our fuel, extra fuel tanks. I always love it when I have extra fuel. That means we're going somewhere cool.
The previous night saw record downpours in the region, causing mudslides on some of the mountain roads.
So we're talking about the road. Apparently there was, they said 40 people had to be rescued. Mudslides. The road is out right here going up into the mountains.
To Mount Whitney.
To Mount Whitney.
Yeah, we keep getting alerts on via phone.
Flash floods, yeah. Flash flood.
Evacuate.
So the question is this road that everybody says is too washed out and hard to drive, maybe it's nicer now?
Yeah, maybe it's smooth. It's smoothed out.
That is the start of adventure. Let's go see how everyone else is airing down. See, Don has a hose. Is this a quad hose system? Wowie boy, we're gonna be up in that. We're gonna be up in those clouds. Ah, the purr of a diesel. What are you airing down to?
15.
I think we're looking at rain. What do you think? Up in this?
I think so.
Yeah. Don has flag choices. Red, white, and blue. No trout on me, or the Jolly Roger. We'll see what kind of day we're looking at. All right, it's the Ice King. Looks steep. Hearing thunder coming from up there.
This road leading up into the eastern Sierras beckoned us like a siren's call. I could feel its mythic pull. But as I asked around, I quickly realized this was no ordinary road. The locals spoke of it with warnings of the danger that lay ahead. Their stories of rolled jeeps and stranded rigs only fueled my desire to explore this back way into Coyote Flats.
We're kind of out of the flat area and now ascending a hill. It's a little bit washed out, but not too bad. No tracks on it. I don't think anyone's been here for quite a while.
As we set out on this treacherous journey, I could feel my heart racing with excitement and anticipation. The road was rough and rocky, and we had to navigate it with utmost care. But I also felt more and more alive, tapping into some sort of primal sense of adventure.
This is incredibly steep. We're just crawling. I'm starting to spit. Starting to spit some wheels here. I'm kind of nervous because this is this super steep ascent, and it's been raining. It's kind of sandy. It's very loose, and I had to put it 4 low in a very steep spot just to keep moving. That was a steep road up.
It didn't take long for one of the rigs to start experiencing trouble, and we paused to determine if we could continue.
All right, are you okay?
I think it pops off from four-wheel drive control.
Well, guys, I am officially at 10,000 feet. It's crazy. We're at 10,000. How high are they? I just can't get over the beauty. This looks pretty steep. sliding through now. Yep, now just straighten it right out and you're good to go. Nice, you threaded the needle. We've officially made it up to Coyote Flat. This is it, man. This is the view that I came here for.
It's amazing.
Now we're gonna go down over that way. Set up camp in the rain with my new awning.
Half the adventure is in the unknown, and in this case, using Google Maps, we had stumbled upon what appeared to be a structure deep in the wilderness. As we made our way to the coordinates, anticipation began to build. What would we find? Would it be a long-forgotten ruin? Would it even be there?
Do you see what I see?
Hey!
Whoa!
Look, horse.
Oh, yeah, you see a horse down there?
Right there. No, that one.
Oh, yeah. A couple horses. Dude, check this place out. And a map. And some beds. With saddles for the horses. This is nifty. Oh, this is exciting.
This is maintained by ranchers that use it. This is an active working location for them. We just appreciate them letting us use it and the fact that they maintain it but keep it open for folks like us that are coming through. What a cool thing. We had stumbled upon a working line shack for the ranchers. The scent of horses and leather filled the air. This was a rare glimpse into a way of life that has remained unchanged for generations, a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of those who work this rugged terrain. But before settling into camp, there was enough daylight to pursue our goal, the famous golden trout. We all piled into one Jeep and set off to find them.
You looking for fish? See any minnows? All right, we've made it to another spot. Hey, this is kind of fun. Somebody carved out a little bench. And some pools. Oh, I see fish.
See some?
Yeah, like several. We definitely saw fish in here. And I'm just gonna try and put a spinner in. I'm kind of feeling like this is pointless. What am I hoping for? Golden trout. Might switch it over to a fly, see if that gets me anything. I think we might hike up to some lakes tomorrow and do some real fishing. You ever heard of a fish call?
Like that?
Oh, like, here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
As the sun began to set over the mountains, we knew that our day of fishing had come up short. Don had pulled out all the stops with his fancy fish call, but those elusive golden trout had managed to elude us. But we weren't ones to give up easily, and so we made plans to hike into some remote backcountry lakes first thing in the morning. Back at camp, we gathered around the campfire to enjoy a meal of succulent short ribs. As I cooked them to perfection, the rich aroma of the meat filled the air. So we ate the ribs hot off the fire, savoring each delicious bite as we recounted the day's events and made plans for the next day's adventure.
Why did you pick that trail?
I don't know anyone who's done it, yeah.
One spot with the sign. What did it say? Like most difficult?
Most difficult. It was one obstacle.
Yeah, the huge sign that said most difficult. With caution, I think. It was like the only sign we saw the whole day.
I don't think just anybody should try that trail. And definitely
Unless
people shouldn't
you're-
try it by themselves.
Yeah. Because anybody that's gonna watch that and listen to that advice and take it to heart is not somebody that's used to traveling by themselves anyways. You know, like you watch and be like, yeah, it's fine. You know,
No.
the car breaks, I call somebody, like have a beer, it'll be fine. You know, not gonna die. You know.
I will say you could do that trail alone, by the way. Just have friends that can come rescue you. I did a trail. I had no idea how difficult it was. I couldn't get over the obstacles without my dips resting on the rocks. But it's on this really crazy angle.
Yeah.
So I'm out there stacking rocks. I couldn't go backwards. I had to go forwards.
Couldn't turn around.
No, yeah, no way. You're like looking down really far.
Were you on your own?
Yeah. But I kind of knew I probably could call you if I was stuck there for the day.
I have to say, the food on this trip was nothing short of amazing. So much so that I decided to document it all in a complete video for your viewing pleasure. From the perfectly cooked short ribs to breakfast burritos, you won't want to miss a single dish, so be sure to check it out. Well, good morning. It was a pretty fun day yesterday exploring up here, and our plan today is to try and catch some fish. There are some lakes that you can hike to that actually have fish from what we can tell. So now, quick pack up of camp and we're headed out.
Going now to this campsite where we're gonna catch these fish. There are some pretty great places to hike up here. It's tiring. We're above 10,000 feet and it's just, you get short of breath walking very far. I wanna check out some of the trails and I'm hoping to make it to some of the lakes that I haven't been to before. This is quite a find in the middle of nowhere. I don't know who built it or how long it's been here, but there's one and two hoopers. You can hear the rain. I'm totally dry. My guitar is hanging out on the ground. I better pick it up. But, you know, that's something where right now, without this awning, I would literally have all my stuff packed in the Jeep and or up in the tent or something. And with this, you know, that was probably a 3-minute deployment. And now I'm totally dry. Pretty sweet. It's funny. I have resisted getting an awning for a long time. And now 2 days into having it, I'm like, you gotta have one.
As we sat in the soggy terrain, we couldn't help but feel a twinge of excitement mixed with apprehension. Golden trout, the prized catch of these high-altitude lakes, are notoriously elusive even under the best conditions. And now, with the rain playing its heavy beat on the surface of the water, the odds were decidedly against us. But we were determined to try. We'd come this far after all, and we weren't about to let a little rain stop us. But then, the rain stopped.
The hills are alive.
We grabbed our gear and hit the trail.
Came from down there somewhere. How's the walk? It's 10,000 feet. Over 10,700, and I can see the lake. Wow, that was a hike. Look at this thing. Hey, look, there's more snow. I see. Is there water drops on that, or is that?
I don't feel any rain.
That's all fish.
That's fish. They're surfacing.
That's a lot of fish.
Standing here on the banks of this high-altitude lake, I can't help but feel the weight of history bearing down on me. 10,000 years ago, ancient volcanoes erupted and created a natural barrier that isolated these bodies of water from the rest of the world. This isolation set in motion a process of genetic drift, leading to the emergence of a rare and beautiful fish, the golden trout, distinct from its cousin, the rainbow trout. But now, as the rivers are reunited and other trout find their way back into these altitudes, the golden trout faces its greatest threat yet, interbreeding. It's a reminder that the world we live in is constantly changing and that even the most ancient and isolated of places are not immune to the effects of human activity. It's also a reminder of the incredible resilience of nature and our responsibility to protect and preserve it for generations to come.
All right, well, caught a couple fish and now it's starting to rain. I think maybe we'll run for cover for just a little bit because I don't think the fish are even going to know where my lure is with all these raindrops.
We all caught a couple brook trout before the rain came and we decided to hike to another lake. The hike was wet and tiring and we didn't know if it would be worth it. But then, as if on cue, the rain stopped, the clouds parted, and revealed the most vivid rainbow we had ever seen. We took this as a sign that the day wasn't over yet and we pushed on.
The rain has stopped and this lake is just beautiful. Shallow and long and wide. Wow. Hey, buddy, come here. I got you that time.
Yep, that looks the same.
No, this is different, dude.
Oh, is it?
This is a golden trout.
The bright red center stripe, followed by the dark speckles on its tail, were unmistakable. Elusive, mythical, a legend, but not anymore, for we had caught it and it was real.
Caught my first golden trout.
Before we left, we had caught other goldies and thrown them back, knowing that this fish was too rare and too precious to be eaten by us. As we sat around the campfire, the mountain sky stretching above us, we felt bonded together by the feeling of having accomplished our mission. We were explorers, adventurers, seekers of the unknown, and in that moment, we had found something truly special. One of the most important things we can do for our souls is spend time in places that are wild and untouched. And in that moment, with that golden trout in our hands, the wild all around us, we had done just that.